What's up, Colliders? Welcome back to another episode here of Worlds Collide. I am the kid JW. That is Miss Diva Talks.
Yeah.
We're back again with another video that's not giving you adrenaline, but it's pretty good. Might lead into a couples talk conversation. How crazy was your ex?
I was a crazy ex, so
This is my ex. Her name is Gio. And if I'm keeping it real, Gio is crazy. You know, she had an obsessive, parasocial, deranged, psychotic personality. But, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got their flaws. I just like to call it being a passionate, obsessive lunatic. Heavy on that obsessive lunatic part. Gio could never be alone, not even for a second. She would jump from relationship to relationship, oftentimes trying to fill
red flag.
a missing void in her heart. She had a really sad story. She had lost her mom at a young age, and her dad never wanted her. So being in intimate relationships was the only way she felt wanted. Like, that shit is sad, bro. I never knew what trauma dumping or love bombing was until I met Gio. The first thing she ever told me, she told me she got expelled from school for doing inappropriate things at the back of a school bus. And as a punishment, her dad threw a sofa at her face and locked her in a room for 6 months. You feel me? It's not funny, but right there, I should have known to just pack my shit and leave.
The signs were there.
Not so much doing inappropriate things in the back of the school bus.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Something you got expelled for.
Don't get caught. I knew a person in high school who did that and they didn't get caught.
Because why is that the first thing you say to somebody? What happened to hi, hello, how are you? But I felt bad for the girl. I felt this need to just take her in, you know? But boy,
Hero syndrome.
Yeah.
hey, I didn't know what I was getting myself into. Gio was unmedicated. She had been through 6 therapists in the last year and had 2 abortions before the age of 15.
If you
Red flags everywhere.
go through 6 therapists in a year,
It's the amusement park.
that's bad. Like, if you go through 6 therapists in a year,
You can't be helped.
it's like all of them like, hey, look, we can't help you, bro. That's bad.
She should have been put in a mental hospital.
I didn't go that far, but all right, let's go.
Oh, wait, no, that was her sister. Her whole family was on a spectrum. Gio had a stepmom that she didn't like very well, and Gio had this delusion that her stepmom was secretly trying to fuck me. Gio's evidence was that it was her woman's intuition that was telling her this.
Oh
It's
my
funny because her
gosh. I cannot stand hearing that. I can't stand hearing that. I can't.
But y'all go off that though.
No, not me. Oh, it's my intuition. I know he did something. Like, girl, get the proof first and shit.
stepmom never liked me. I mean, stepmom damn near hated my guts. But Gio was convinced though, and she hated whenever I spoke to her stepmom. So she hated when I spoke to any females. Gio's favorite thing was to tell me terrorist stories about her real mom, and every one of them were horrible. She would say that her mom would run people over with cars and terrorize military bases for fun. Yeah, this one time, my mom, oh my god, silly her. When I was 5, me and her, my sister, she made us get out and jump this homeless man. I don't know why she did it. And then when we did it, she ran over, oh my god, get this. She ran over his head with the car. Oh my, it's just so funny. Oh man, she got arrested right in front of us. It was just good times. And I would hear these stories and I would just think, wow, this
You
You
didn't
ain't
think
trying to run, huh?
you didn't think that, oh hell, maybe I should leave. Maybe I should just block her.
Maybe.
Because
But
if you told me something like that at the first time, it ain't gonna be. I'm not there. I'm not following up. That's it.
I don't blame you.
Like, because I'm gonna do like a damn. If I did some inappropriate things for her, she gonna be really crazy. I'm straight.
girl mom was a fucking nutcase. I would always hear her tell these stories about her mom, and it just really highlighted how much trauma and shit she's really been through. I really felt bad for her. I felt this need to protect her from the world. I mean, she's already been through so much.
That's not your job, bro.
Right.
That's not your job.
Can't stop being Captain Saberho.
I didn't want her going through even more. But it turns out I should have been protecting the world from her because the apple didn't fall too far from the tree. Gio hated whenever I interacted with any females. Even my own mother, she would put the fear of evil in every female that I would be around. I had a few female friends and every one of them would say the same thing to me. Yeah, Gio, yeah, she's insane. But they didn't understand her like I understood her, okay? They didn't know her. Sure, she would sometimes put her hair and DNA in my food she would make for me as like
Her coochie had to be just immaculate. Because how are you putting up with this? How? How? Just
I don't give a damn how. I'm not. No. Because I may miss like the first 3 flags, but if they're getting progressively worse, I'm out.
a soul tie, but that doesn't mean she's crazy, right? The hell do they know? They don't understand her like I do. I was in denial. I was in genjutsu. It all made sense this one night. I'm on the phone with Gio, and it's like 4 in the morning, so I'm tired. I'm falling asleep. The last thing I remember Gio saying was, "Okay, good night, Ty. I love you." The call ends. I go to sleep. I don't remember anything after that. The next day, I get a loud banging at my door, and I'm thinking like, police? Why is the police banging on my door like this? I mean, who else is gonna bang on my door like this? But it turns out not the police. It's Gio. And I get smacked in the face by my own door. And then I get immediately punched on. Bro, to this day, I've never seen a girl have nigga form when they punching. I'm getting punched in my shit. I'm not even able to process what's happening. It's happening so fast. Who is hitting me right now? And it is Gio. It's fucking Gio. Do I call the police? This is like domestic abuse or something like that. I don't know what the fuck this is. I have to show you why I'm my mother's daughter, silly. The next time I say that I love you, you better say it back. And she leaves. She left the door open and everything.
First off, woman that crazy, you ain't knowing where I stay at. No.
I think it's a little too late for that.
Yeah, so I'm saying. If you tell me all those red flags, we go to hotels. We go to hotel. What is that? My apartment under construction. It's running. Fumigated. We gotta go here. So let's stay at your place.
Everything. Keep in mind, I was in a Discord call while this was all happening. My homie saw this whole thing. Talk about embarrassing. Talk about embarrassing. They still don't even let me live this down to this day. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Like, that shit hurt. And I never felt more like a bitch in my entire life. Swear to you. When I tried breaking up with her, she held me hostage in my own car. This is so embarrassing, by the way, because like y'all just probably thinking like, damn, Ty, you was really a bitch, and I really was. This happened years ago, but what do you do? I want to ask you, as the guy who's judging me right now, watching this video, what do you do in a situation like this? It don't matter.
Oh, me?
See,
Push you out the car.
bro.
No, I'm pushing you out the car. So funny story.
Oh shit.
You know, I've never been held hostage in my car, but I had to protect myself.
I'm
And
like, all right, let me see you do it.
and my ignorant self, I was like, "You want me to help?"
And I thought what I said was bad.
In this situation, I would have been like, "All right, cool. If you got a knife, okay, cool. We could tussle. We could tussle right now. Well, I'm gonna swerve. I'm gonna swerve on the skirt. Okay, boom. Hell, I took and rolled that car. Drive along the grass and up the car I go. You know, because I ain't dealing with that. I feel like if you dealing with that, you a bitch.
Obviously.
You a bitch, and I ain't gonna respect you as a man.
Well,
Because at that point, you should have laid hands on her. Defend yourself.
No matter how much of a bitch or crazy person a girl is acting, I would never put my hands on her. That's non-negotiable. So what do you do in a situation like, what do? I call her parents. and her parents can't even get her out. This is still at like in the middle of the neighborhood. There's people watching, and this is
You got to
just
watch
so
the neighborhood now.
embarrassing, bro. Like there's people watching, and she's screaming at the top of her lungs, throwing a tantrum. I mean, like imagine how babies scream. This is how she's screaming, and it's so scary. It's like she's being possessed. Few months go by, and I graduated high school, and I enrolled in college. My freshman year of college, my first day on campus, I see Geo. She not only found out what school I was attending, but she enrolled and got in. My entire freshman year of college was a living hell. I could not escape her. Everywhere I looked, everywhere I went, she was there. It didn't matter if it was in public or in whatever. I could not hide from this girl. It was really fucking bad. I know I'd be like laughing and tell, but it was really bad. She would mess with everybody that I talked to. She would stalk everybody that I talked to. She would get into fights with girls, and like this shit that was happening. I didn't even recognize her no more. Like it was like a reality check. This wasn't the the Geo that I.
First off, what college you go to for her to even get in? First,
Right.
if she was getting expelled and not passing classes, you go to
How the hell she get in? Well, you
because
got in.
community school, they pretty much let everybody in for the most part.
Oh,
For the most part,
oh, you got faster.
right? But if you at a university, there's levels to that. Second off, we need to talk about how she found out.
Met. I was literally dealing with a demon that I could not escape. Okay, maybe I'm dragging it, but you know, it was real, bro. I could make a 10-part video about all of it. That's how much it is. I never wanted to even tell this story. I never even wanted to go in depth with this. Truth be told, it's really embarrassing, and I've been cringing this entire recording. I did not want the world to hear about me being terrorized by my local psycho. Who wants to talk about shit like that? I'm a type of person, I'd rather just leave it in the past and leave it where it lie. Never talk about it again. And that's what I was gonna do until I got a call from my mom saying that Geo was sending threats and talking about defamation and suing. And you know, yeah, it's dead from there. But it got to a point where it was just, I kept on being bothered and stuff. So yeah, here you go. Yeah, here's the shit. I hope you're happy. You know, I think people got it misunderstood, thinking that I make my videos to target people and to expose people, and that's far from the truth. I make my videos to tell my experiences and my.
Shout out to your experience and your story.
Cause
Damn.
man, couldn't be me. Bless his heart. Definitely couldn't be me. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
She couldn't contain that crazy. She couldn't.
Mm-mm.
She couldn't contain it. Whole thing.
And he probably, and after he smashed, it probably got worse.
Clearly.
Like I know I'm the first one who say I know I say, hey, you can slang it anywhere. But
Okay.
some women just don't deserve that. Because if they already crazy, you just gonna make them crazier. And then now you got a little mini cycle on the path following you to college and stuff. Mm.
As always, Colliders, if you enjoyed this reaction, go ahead and hit the like button, share with someone you think would like it as well. If you want to check out this YouTuber's YouTube channel for yourself or the full video, of course, the links will be in the description below, along the way you can check out me and the Fishes Day Dumpy on our own YouTube platforms.
Bye y'all.
Bye, y'all.